Alright guys, we're here today with top 48 player Brennan Taylor. He got 36th place, and he's going to show you his deck profile on the deck he played, which is
Heroes.
Alright, so tell me how you did.
I went 6-2 yesterday. I barely got it in. It was all up to the last game. And I'd like to shout out Adam. He's part of Team Misplay. He topped as well. I believe he got 40th place. And then shout out to Scott, who's filming right now. He did really well. Made it all the way to the last round at X2, and unfortunately he lost to a mirror match. But he still did really well, and as well as Nemo and Chris, two of the other guys that rode with us. Nemo, that was his first regional. He did really well. Went all the way to the last round at at X2, and Chris went X3 the whole day. He did really well. Finished it out as well. And everybody just did really well. Unfortunately, some of the other players from Team Misplay, Justin couldn't go, and a couple of the other players from Team Misplay didn't top. But I mean, they got the whole season for that. So yeah. But here's a deck profile I'd like to show y'all. So here it is.
All right, let's do it.
Ran one Stratos, of course. 3 Neos Alius. 2 Bubbleman. Those XE plays. 1 Chevalier, it's an extra Gemini Spark target, and also a Nova Master target. And then 1 Captain Gold. We'll get to Captain Gold here in a minute. I chose him over Thrasher and stuff like that, so we'll get to that in a minute. Now for the spells. 3 Miracle Fusion. 3 Gemini Spark. 1 Rhoda and 2 Ecall. Just some basic stuff. 2 Super Poly. I'd like to talk about this for a minute. A lot of hero players didn't main this or don't main this, and for some reason I have no idea why. You have every target now with Super Poly. There was a lot of mirror matches yesterday, a lot of heroes playing other heroes and stuff like that, and this is amazing against that. There's no reason not to main this deck, especially with every kind of target, and you can't chain to this card unless there's a continuous effect up, of course. But yeah, you can't chain to this card, so it can't be stopped. So I don't know why you wouldn't main deck this card. So I main deck 2 and I sided 1. Double MST. I don't need triple. I run 3 Gem Spark, so double Duality. 1 Dark Hole. 1 Monster Reborn. 1 Heavy Storm. 4 Staples. 1 Book of Moon. I chose this over Mirror Force yesterday. Worked out really well. Stopped Synchro plays as well as Exceed plays. So it's really good. It's chainable. So, and then 1 Skyscraper. Okay, Skyscraper. That's why I ran this. You know, you pitch Captain Gold. Everybody knows you pitch Captain Gold to get Skyscraper. A lot of people know what Skyscraper do. If you don't, Skyscraper's up on the field during your turn. If you're attacking one of your opponent's monsters with a hero monster, that hero monster gains 1,000 attack. If your opponent's monster has less or has more attack than your hero monster. But this opens up early Miracle Fusion plays. It thins out your deck. And then plus, you know, this card can be a pretty big hassle sometimes for your opponent. So, you know, sometimes they'll waste an MST on this because, you know, they're getting ran over by, you know, little cards, little 1900, 1800 beaters. So it'll start pissing your opponent off, and then just waste their MST on it. That way you have more back row to play if they, you know, if they're wasting their MST on this. So that's why I ran Captain Gold. So that's done with that. Now for the traps. 2 Skill Drain. Skill Drain didn't do much for me yesterday. Did a few things, helped out and stuff like that. Kind of baited out MSTs, I guess, so to say, to help my other back rows and stuff like that. But for the most part, it didn't do much. But I'm still gonna main it. 2 Bottomless. Gotta remove their monsters from play and rabbits and stuff like that. So 2 D Prisons. Same thing. I gotta get rid of their monsters. A lot of decks rely on their graveyard, so this was worked really well against heroes and windups. So and it kills Zen mains, so it's good. 2 Torrential, and then the Solemn Judgment. Starlight Road. This card worked out really well yesterday, especially against a Chaos Dragon player I played against yesterday. This won me the game. And then 1 Hero Blast. I only run 1. A lot of times you're not going to have the Neos Alius in your graveyard to use as a target with, but that's why I think it's dead if you run more than one. So I only run one, and that's it for the main deck. And then now for the extra Stardust for the Starlight Road, of course. Ran this over Utopia. It's a big beater. Can't get Fiendish Chained, of course, but I just like it because it's a big beat monster. So I chose him over Utopia. My stroke helped out a lot yesterday, getting over those big monsters, and of course it can't be destroyed, so you can just leave him on the field if you're in trouble. So my stroke. Blade Armor Ninja was MVP yesterday. Got me out of a lot of bad situations, and also won me a lot of games just because of him. So ran him. I didn't really go this Excalibur. I didn't really go Excalibur much yesterday. Didn't really find a need to. Most of the time, if I was exceeding into a 4, is either going to be for Blade Armor Ninja or My Stroke. So I didn't really go him yesterday. I ran him like once yesterday, I think, just to get over a big monster. But I think that was it. But he's still necessary. One guy, I didn't really go Guy yesterday, but he's still necessary as well as Tornado. I didn't go Tornado yesterday either. 2 Escudero, again for the Super Poly targets and for the Monster Reborn targets to Miracle Fusion and stuff like that. So yeah, he's a must. Nova Master, the Chevalier target, and also you can get Dolka and Laggy out of there, as well as Zen mains because they're fire targets with Super Poly. 2 Ab-Zeros. This card helped out pretty good, or a lot yesterday, so if you have another monster on your side of the field and you can't get over them, then you go Ab-Zero, crash into their monster, kill their monster, and then attack direct. So, and then 3 Shinings. 3 Shinings is always necessary. And that's it for the extra deck, just for the side. I didn't use Cyber Dragon and Chimeratech Fortress yesterday. I did run play against a wind-up deck, but I didn't feel the need to side these in because they were just spamming 5s most of the time, and the 3s that they would exceed into weren't even machine monsters. So except for the Zen mains, we went Zen mains a couple times, but I got Super Poly for that, and then they went into Carrier, but they only would go into Carrier like one time just to go off, so there was no need. I had better side cards for that. Puppet Plant, this card won me the game in my last game. My very last match, it was make or break. If I won, I topped. If I didn't, I didn't top. So this card won me the game yesterday. I Puppet Planted his monster yesterday for game. It was the last play. So yeah, Puppet Plant MVP for that game anyway. 2 Falsadana. Every hero player needs to side this. This card did really well yesterday, especially you go up at like a hero mirror match, or they got Zen mains on the field or whatever, just to get over those big monsters, and of course you take no damage. So this is just to get over the big monsters, and it was a really good side card. 2 Prohibitions. This card worked out extremely well yesterday. I played a Vayu Turbo deck yesterday, my 5th round I believe, and he had an obvious Collude in his hand, and I Prohibitioned his Collude, and that won me the game. And then the 3rd game, I Prohibitioned his Dark Arm Dragon, and he had that in hand. That also won me the game. So Prohibition, and plus it's really good. If they want to waste their MST on it, then go right ahead. Saves your other back row as well. So I really like Prohibition. 1 Super Poly for the hero mirror match. 1 MST for burn and trap heavy decks. And 1 Twister for like Gravekeepers and stuff like that, and decks who want to bring in like Royal Decrees and stuff like that. So Twister. This Soul Release, you can use this for a lot of decks, especially decks who rely on their graveyard. So I sided this in a lot actually. I didn't really get to use it much, but 1 Light Imprisoning, for the agents and stuff like that. This does not hurt my deck whatsoever, so I ran that. And then 1 Dark Imprisoning for Dark Worlds, or Shadow Imprisoning for Dark Worlds and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. That was my side, and that was my deck. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thumbs up and subscribe. We'll have more videos coming up of Scott, who also played through the whole tournament, did really well, and Nemo later on, and Adam Krebs later on, who also topped in the regionals yesterday. So yeah, that was pretty much it, guys. Thanks.